Welcome everyone to another episode of Trade by Numbers, where every day on this channel I teach you how to trade stocks and cryptocurrencies. My name is Josiah and I do trade stocks and cryptocurrencies for a living. If you hate making money, this is not the channel for you. If you like making money, if you like learning about stocks, crypto, and finance in general, then stick around, go down, hit the like button, and definitely hit the subscribe button because you don't want to miss any of my upcoming videos. So let's talk about it. We got a lot to go over. Of course, yesterday was 4th of July. I hope you had an amazing 4th. I know we did. I hope you had a great one. But we've only got a 4-day trading week this week. Now, we did some trading in crypto over the weekend. We're going to cover that, as well as where the stock market's going today, because quite frankly, in the pre-markets, there's a lot of red. I've got some stuff I want to talk about. I think you're going to want to hear it. So let's get into it. To start with, let's talk about the pre-market this morning. Now, the pre-market's looking pretty red. In fact, the S&P 500 is down 1.35% at the time of this recording. So that's pretty red. Normally when we have a pre-market that red, it's not a good day. But I can only base things on what I can see. So the pre-market looks red. However, the Hang Seng over in Asia yesterday, it closed kind of mixed. A little bit red, some of the index green, but fairly flat overall. Now, crypto had a good run this weekend, picked up nicely. It's pulled back down this morning, but we had a good run in crypto. The Hang Seng's been doing all right. So why is the stock market down so much? That's the question that needs to be answered. And the answer to that is all the fear and uncertainty out there about a looming recession. Now, I shot a video about 2 weeks ago talking about, is a recession coming and what does that mean for you? Now, the second part of that was, what does it mean for you? If you watch that video, you know that a recession can actually be a good thing. A lot of people are scared of a recession, and if you don't know what's happening, if you're not preparing yourself for it, it can be a pretty severe time. However, if you know what you're looking for, if you know what you're doing, a recession can be the greatest opportunity that you can have. The prices come down on everything. It brings the prices of goods and everything down, and there's a lot of opportunity to be had in a recession. Now, the first part of that question was, is a recession coming? Now, I believe that a recession was coming, and I still do. You know, I said in that video that if you understand monetary policy, it's pretty hard to make a conclusion to where a recession isn't coming. However, the reason I say that my mind is starting to change just a little bit, I read an article saying that now 90% of people now believe that a recession is coming. Okay? You might say, Josiah, why is it if 90% of people say a recession is coming, does that change your mind? Because I know historically that whatever the masses are doing is going to be wrong. Okay? I don't mean that to be a contrarian, because I'm not in any way. However, I do know historically that when the majority of people think one way, normally everything moves the opposite. Think about this. If you're out playing soccer and the other team, everybody thinks you're going to go right, you need to be going left, because otherwise you play right into their hands. And it's the same thing with the stock market or any kind of investing. If you're doing exactly what the other team, the big hedge fund managers and stuff out there, expect you to do, then you're falling right into their game plan. If 90% of people already believe a recession is coming, then that means that their upside for a recession coming is only about 10%. Where if they can avoid a recession and markets rally, then they've already shook out 90% of people. That's just kind of my thought process on that. Not 100%, but there's a lot of truth to be said for it. I do still believe that economically we should be headed toward a recession. However, everything is not doom and gloom. No matter what happens, we're going to make money. And we're going to talk about that. So let's talk about our crypto trading for the weekend. We made some trades. We bought some ETH on Saturday. We bought some Polygon and some Cardano on Sunday. Now I ended up selling my Polygon and my ETH last night. I'm still holding my Cardano. It never got to my price target. However, we made really good money. Ethereum, we bought it at $1,038 on Saturday. Talked about it on my video. It ended up running up to, I think, about 1172, I think was the high. I got out at 1158. Let's see, 1158.85, which represented just a little bit better than an 11.6% gain. Very, very happy with that. Now, Polygon, I bought it at 45 cents, rode it up. It hit a high of 53 cents. It started pulling back down. I ended up getting out at 50 cents. I was hoping it was going to pop again. It didn't, so I finally did cash out. And it's still sitting at 50 cents this morning, so I may have wished I'd held on to that a little bit longer. But still, I got out at 50 cents. That represents an 11.1% gain on my Polygon. Cardano, I bought it at 45 cents. It's back down to 45 cents, so I'm just dead even on it. I'm okay with that. As I said before, anything under 50 cents to me is a good buying opportunity for Cardano. So, we made 11.6 on our Ethereum. We made 11.1 on our Polygon. That was some great plays for this weekend. Very happy with that. Let's talk about plays for today. Talk about some levels on some stocks. And the first one I want to talk about is going to be Apple. Now, Apple in the pre-market is down, sitting at 137.30. Now, that's pretty good. We know we have a resistance line at $138. I already went ahead and took a position at this price. It's a little bit risky because if the market does have a down day, then we're already under that support line, and the next support line is sitting at about $133. Actually, about $132.70. So, we know that it's already under the support line. My bet is that today is not going to be as bad as what the pre-market is. I think today is going to pull up and rally up. We just had our Independence Day. Day after, what better day for a rally in the market to show America that we're still strong? So I'm betting that the stock market is not going to be as bad as it is this morning, and that we're going to open above that 138 line. Now, if it does not open above 138 in just the first few minutes, I will liquidate that position, take my loss, and then look at taking another position down closer to the 134 line before I start looking at taking another position. If I'm right and I get that rally, then I'm in at an even better price, because we know between 138 that our next resistance level is up around 142. That'll be a really nice little swing. So that's how I'm playing Apple. Ticker symbol, of course, AAPL. Now, another position I'm going to be looking at taking today is going to be, of course, our old friend IMPP. We've made a lot of money on IMPP over the last month, and it's getting down there. I'm looking at taking a position. We've got a resistance, a good hard resistance line at 42 cents. So if we pull near that 42 cents, I'm going to be looking at taking a position in that. And from 42, we've got a good ride up to about 48 cents before our next resistance level. If it breaks below 42 cents, then we could be headed back down toward lows of 38 cents. So that's how I'm going to be playing IMPP. If I get that pull down, maybe just a little under 43 cents, I'm going to look to take a position. If it breaks 42, I may liquidate that position and look at picking it back up, or I could simply average down at closer to the 38 cent line. So that's how I'm going to be playing IMPP today. I want to be keeping a close eye on both those stocks. And then, there's just so many things out there that's kind of beat down that could be a position that I'm going to be watching. It's really hard to judge after a 3-day weekend. But those two plays I feel are good, safe plays on those numbers that if you follow along, I think you're going to make some money. I think I'm going to make some money because, of course, anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. But it is what I'm going to be doing today. I really hope you follow along, paper trade with me. Get that confidence up. If you're already out there trading, I hope that these picks are helping you to look at them and bring you profit, because that's what I'm here for, is to try to help you make as much profit as possible and just share my insight with you. We've had really, really good numbers on this channel. Ever since I've opened, we've never had a week where we didn't make at least 15%. That's really, really good odds. I'm very happy with how the channel has performed, how my picks have performed, and I hope you've been following along and getting a good sized chunk of that. So remember, I hope that you are blessed. I love you, and never trade with your emotions. Always trade by the numbers. I'll catch you on the next video.